The following is a PCN Sports presentation.
Live from Eagle View Middle School here in Mechanicsburg, PA, as we get set for the 2023 PIAA 3A Boys Soccer Championship between the Springfield Township Spartans and the Cathedral Prep Ramblers. Hi everyone, alongside Brian Kaiser, I'm Ari Bluestein. Thank you for joining us here on PCN. Last game of the weekend, maybe the best for last, with two teams who are hungry for a state championship.
A year ago, here Cathedral Prep came into this game, and Cathedral Prep came into the game before this in the semifinals, lost to Hershey in a game where they controlled a lot of the play, but Hershey came up with the chances. Springfield Township came into this championship game last year, had a lot of the better of the play, lost to Hershey, and had some of the better chances. Both these teams felt like they should have been able to win a championship last year, and now they come back with a renewed fire, with the two of them getting to this spot, ready to try to win state gold.
Going for that trophy, and you see Springfield Township, they are led by head coach Dan Meter, 24th season, and his team told him at the beginning of the year, we want to get back to states. Well, they are here, and they've got an outstanding scorer in Riley Martin.
Riley Martin's numbers are down. Last year he had 34 goals, 15 assists, but number 10, he's got actually 20 goals now, 14 assists because of his goal and assist in the last game that he had against Radnor. And he is a sensational player, a Lafayette recruit, a guy who is going to be the all-time leading scorer in the history of this school. Selfless, hardworking. It's because of his play and his selfless work that everybody else's numbers have come up. He's made everybody else better and has stayed at his same high level.
The District 10 champ Cathedral Prep, led by head coach Sam Toyega, 19th season, Louisville alum, and his team is very excited to be here in the state title game, and they've got an outstanding scorer as well in Noah Hansel.
And he's a big-time scorer in terms of when he contributes. Game-winning goal against Hershey, had a goal against South Fayette. He had a game-winning goal against Montour. So here in the States, he's got 3 goals, and they've been big ones because they've only scored a total of 5 goals. He's got most of them, and they've come at big times. He's already been invited to the 2023 High School All-American game. He's a guy with great pace, very athletic on the ball. He's going to be a big part of what happens tonight.
Two teams looking for their first state title in boys soccer. Stay tuned. We'll have starting lineups when we return. You're watching the 2023 PIAA 3A Boys Soccer Championship here on PCN.
It doesn't matter what part of the state you're from. One thing is certain. Pennsylvania loves sports. On the first Friday of the month, PCN takes you inside the lines at 6:30 p.m. PCN delivers insight from the people who cover sports from every corner of the Commonwealth. From high school to college to professional sports, PCN takes you inside the lines. Learn more at PCNTV.com.
A PCN Select subscription is more than a single championship. It's a year of Pennsylvania sports. PCN Select is a great value for all seasons. Previous PIAA championships, sports profiles, inside the lines, PA books about Pennsylvania sports, and PCN Sports Classics, all on demand. Check out PCNTV.com for more details. PCN is Pennsylvania sports.
Back live here in Mechanicsburg as we get set for our 8th championship of the weekend as part of the PIAA Fall Fest. Tons of championships here in Mechanicsburg. There are the Cathedral Prep Ramblers out of District 10. In white will be the Springfield Township Spartans. It is loud here at Eagle View Stadium, And, we had a chance to talk to both coaches before this game, and I am pumped for this matchup. We might have saved the best for last.
I'm ready to go out there and play myself, except neither one of these coaches would want me out there. I'm nowhere close to being in the starting 11, let alone maybe even the bench at this point. But this is going to be a game where two teams come in with really a chip on their shoulder. Unfinished business for both of these teams, and both teams looking for a first solo state championship. Springfield Township had never won a state championship. First appearance was last year. They're looking to try to get that now. Cathedral Prep's been here twice before. Been a long time though. 97 they lost to Coughlin 9-5 in overtime. That was before they had Golden Goal. And then they tied Strathaven to share the title in 2001. By the way, that's the only District 10 boys soccer championship ever. A chance for Cathedral Prep to set new ground here tonight.
The Ramblers, the District 10 champ. The Springfield Township Spartans, the District 1 runner-up, but got revenge on Radnor in the semifinals. Let's turn it over to our public address announcer here in Mechanicsburg for our starting lineups.
First, the visiting team of Springfield Township. The Spartans represent PIAA District 1 and enter today's game with a record of 21-2-1. Number 4, Caden Sowell. Number 7, Nicholas Marino. Number 9, Chase Rubenkamp. Number 10, Riley Martin. Number 12, Roman Corcoran. Number 14, Ben Hubley. Number 15, Harry Bates. Number 16, Nick Hanushak. Number 18, Jack McKittrick. Number 47, Henry Drapkin. And number 52, Owen Hastings. The Spartans are coached by Dan Meter and assisted by Riley Warren, Zach Kosick, and Mac Warren. Now, let's meet the home team of Cathedral Prep. The Ramblers represent PIAA District 10 and enter the game with a record of 18-3-1. 0, Tyler Chermak. 7, Noah Hansel. Number 8, Kwame Anim-Somuah. Number 10, Dylan Danch. Number 11, Andrew DeSanza. Number 13, Jake Hall. Number 14, Michael McDonald. Number 17, Brandon Lynn. Number 18, James DeSanza. Number 23, Luke Trokey. And number 27, Kendall Rodriguez. The Ramblers are coached by Sam Toyega, assisted by John Reese, Jeff Mayer, and Vinny Padalino. Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the singing of our national anthem by Sam Claypool of Sayre Area High School. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that all say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
3A Boys Soccer Championship coming up here on PCN. Cathedral Prep and Springfield Township should be a good one. Brian Kaiser, Ari Bluestein here with you. Championship 8 out of 8 to be awarded here at the end of this one. It's been a fun weekend and a very fun day as well. Cathedral Prep, they're in the black. The Springfield Township Spartans, they are in the white. Springfield Township, their goalie is Owen Hastings, and he has been phenomenal here in the state tournament. And you think about his journey from the beginning of the year, there was a lot of keeper questions on the Springfield Township team.
There were, because Julian Casaubon, their starter from a year ago, who was so good for them, it was a senior. So they needed to have somebody else, and there he is, number 52. Owen Hastings, not a goalie coming into this year. And as many coaches do sometimes when you have injuries at the keeper position. They were in preseason. They had an injury to one of the keepers, and all of a sudden they were down. And they looked around and said, hey, who's played keeper before? And here comes Owen Hastings saying, I haven't played keeper since middle school, but I'm willing to do what it takes for the team. Goes out there, goes through some drills, and a couple weeks later, he's the starting keeper and hasn't looked back since. 131 saves on the year, and not just that, saved 3 penalty kicks against Radnor.
And Tyler Chermak on the other side in goal for Cathedral Prep, the senior. He's had a good amount of experience here at the varsity level. 10 shutouts, only 13 goals against the entire year.
And Hosley allowed 2 goals in the last 7 games. That's important because that's playoff competition. Playoff competition where you've only given up 2 goals in that time period. 10 shutouts. Tyler Chernak has been magnificent in the nets for the Ramblers.
Kickoff just about to get things started. And Brandon Lynn kicks it off for Cathedral Prep, and we are underway here in the 3A Boys Soccer Championship. A true East versus Northwest battle. You don't get a ton of District 10 teams in these championships. The District 10 has not had a ton of success here in boys soccer.
I would say virtually zero. They've had just one team get here, and that was Cathedral Prep in 2001, who came away with a gold medal, and they had to share it that year. So District 10, this is a big game for the district in that regard to try to get that first solo gold.
Cathedral Prep, through ball, offsides.
Noah Hansel with a step on that one. But look at Owen Hastings coming out. Even though it was offside, he was in the right position. Let's check this one out. That's a good call by our officiating crew. Well done that time. Just a step behind. It's almost a perfectly timed run from Hansel.
Officials out of District 7 for this 3A Boys Soccer Championship. And, you look at Cathedral Prep. We talked to Coach Toyega. He said we are going to be aggressive. We want to score early, and we would be fine playing in a high-scoring affair here today.
They want to be playing exciting soccer, and you talk to any coach. And when we go down and talk to the coaches before games, the main thing when you ask them about, okay, what style of soccer, everyone says possession. But both these teams legitimately go out there, play high-speed possession soccer, and what they're attempting to do is break the other team down and find their main guys out there in advantageous positions. And you have to adjust off of that if it's not working for that day, but that's what both these teams want to do.
By the way, we mentioned District 7 officiating crew as a direct is given. Rob Bauer, Eric Master, and Alexander Labruzzo, the officials for tonight's championship match. So an early set piece opportunity here for the Ramblers.
Andrew DeSanza will take this one.
DeSanza, 3 goals, 2 assists on the year. Goes right on goal, and it gets through, but it goes over the end line, and it will be a corner kick. Yes, it will.
That was last hit by Springfield's number 9, Chase Rubenkamp. The center back was the guy who was standing, ran right with his mark, did a good job of doing exactly what you need to do there. That was a dangerous ball to the near post that the keeper Hastings had to really come out, but was in traffic.
I believe this is DeSanza taking this corner, and good job by Hastings to punch it out of the box. Sent out of bounds by Springfield Township's Roman Corcoran. It'll be a throw-in for the Cathedral Prep Ramblers. There you see DeSanza, senior midfielder, getting the start tonight. And now Springfield Township looking to counter. Good ball, far side. The Spartans have numbers if they hurry, but Cathedral Prep gets back. Nicely done.
Martin with the attempted flick back to the middle, but it's a little bit too much room for Hanishuk, who plays center back, but also will get up and down the field from that position from time to time. So he is an offensive threat.
Here come the Ramblers. Luke Trokey up ahead to Hansel. Towards the end line, and it is knocked out of bounds. Nicely done on that sliding play by Nathan Gazar. No, excuse me, that's Rubenkamp.
Rubenkamp with a tremendous job of getting to that ball on the end line, knowing how important it is not to give up the set piece there.
Ramblers still putting the pressure on. Ball goes to the 18. Springfield Township trying to clear. And now they do. Clear to the midfield. Riley Martin giving chase around 3 Rambler defenders. Still trying to gain possession, but Cathedral Prep clears to the midfield. Hansel. Good step to the outside. Using the speed. And that's kicked out, and it went off of Hansel. Good defensive play by Henry Drapkin.
I think already, though, you're seeing with both of these teams are very aware of the star player of the other squad. 2 of the best players in the state of Pennsylvania, and Hansel for Cathedral Prep and Riley Martin of Springfield Township. When Martin gets the ball, it's business as usual. There's usually at least 2 guys, sometimes 3 as there was in the last play, trying to keep him from making an impact.
Throw-in upcoming here for Cathedral Prep. Hansel towards the end line. DeSanza got the deflection that he wanted off of Rubenkamp. It'll be another corner kick, this time from the near side for the Ramblers.
Great turn that time, and really sometimes that's all you're trying to do is just get that touch, win the corner, get everyone forward, and have a chance to set up the set play. This is the same thing that they did against Hershey in the semifinal, where they got the golden goal in overtime.
DeSanza goes to everyone. Now beyond the 18. Trying to recover far side is Michael McDonald. McDonald lost it over the end line. Goal kick for Springfield.
They just couldn't turn the corner. Both these teams, though, lots of pace. You just see already that this is not going to be a game that is played at a snail's pace. These teams are going to go after it. Both these teams will use substitutions to stay as fresh as they can. They're going to put the pedal down.
Cathedral Prep has possessed a good amount of the time here in the first 6+ minutes. Great job coming up for Cathedral Prep. And that will be over the end line, and goal kick upcoming for Owen Hastings at Springfield.
Taking a look at Luke Trokey, the senior, had a goal against Montour, and it was a big one in that first round matchup because that came with 2:28 left to go in regulation that tied that game up at 1. Otherwise, Cathedral Prep wouldn't even be here tonight. Trokey with 6 goals to go along with 7 assists on the season.
Spartans trying to push forward. They're in the midfield. Far side and a foul called.
And then knocked down Nick Marino. He's a first-team All-Leaguer and a returning starter on this team. Bumped by DeSanza.
From just shy of midfield, this is Sky to the box. Got past a few, and it ends up going on goal. And a diving save by Chermak. It looked like it was deflected, pinballed around a little bit.
Yeah,
Ben Hubley, I think, had a foot on it.
Exactly. Hubley was the guy who it ricocheted off of. Not a clean clearance. He got a swing at it, but before he was able to swing, it was driven right off of his leg that was coming forward. Still a shot and a save for Chernak.
First real good scoring chance there for Springfield Township. Sent to the midfield. Here's Sowell. Caden Sowell, number 4 for Springfield Township. Out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Cathedral Prep. And of course, if you're watching and you know District 1, there's a couple of Springfields in District 1. Springfield Cougars, Delaware County. This is Springfield Township, Montgomery County out of Erdenheim, PA. And, you know, really until last year, really did not have a ton of success here at the state level. And got here last year, lost to Hershey, back again, and looking to finish it off with a win this time.
They've put themselves on the boys' soccer map over the last couple of years, but Dan Meter has been doing his thing on the Spartan sideline for 24 years now. This has been the best group he's had come through, though. Big part of that when you've got a superstar like Riley Martin, you see him right there.
Yeah, there's a good touch from Martin. He gets it back, swarmed by defenders, but now some open space, far side, trying to through ball. Settled. Now played back. Some good touches here, good passing from the Spartans, but that one goes a little bit too far. Now the counter the other way for the Ramblers. Sprinting forward is Hansel. Gets the pass, onside. Can't make the move.
Great defense from Henry Drapekin, who came back and was able to step between the legs of Hansel and poke that ball away. Great opportunity there on the counter. Just shows how quickly the Ramblers can hit you. McKittrick going after that. Look at the first pass. The important thing now is the trail. Look at number 47, Drapekin getting back, gets around, pokes through, and is able to get that one out of danger.
There's a cross in front, shot deflected wide. We'll have a corner kick, but not a bad look. Harry Bates.
He's just camping out up front. Had 6 goals as a freshman, returns as a starter this year, 12 of them for the sophomore forward. And this one just a turn and a great job of just getting in the way by Kendall Rodriguez, who's getting some D3 looks himself.
First corner kick of the day for Springfield Township. Bender getting ahead on it, and then a good job on a clear out of the box by Trokey. Now to the midfield. Ruben Cam. Hubley. Couple of touches. Bates has it back. Dispossessed, taken away by McDonald. Handball. Oh, no call.
No, hit him in the shoulder.
Okay.
Got
they
it.
had it.
Yeah, it's in official right away, pointing to where that ball hit him.
And that centering pass sent away by Michael McDonald.
The handball situation, point of emphasis this year, it's got to be, a lot of people are thinking if it hits you anywhere in the arm, including the shoulder, that should be a handball. It's not. If it's up pretty much connected around the shoulder area, anything above that is not going to be called a handball. It's got to be down the arm.
Early on, it was all Cathedral Prep on the attack, but now the Spartans have reversed that as the cross gets knocked down, and it will be another corner for Springfield. Great job by Harry Bates.
And Bates was able to just pull that one off of the defender. Wasn't going to be able to get much on that one. That's all he could really do, and it's another set-piece opportunity. Corcoran's over there to take it.
Roman Corcoran, sophomore midfielder, plays it short. We'll do it all again.
And when that happens, that's when we move away from the short corner probably and drive that ball in. They're going to turn that down.
And we'll do it one more time as that shot by Henry Drapkin was deflected out off of a rambler. Third straight corner. Low line drive. Gets through. Martin has it. He'll bend it back. Post headed out by Cathedral Prep. Spartans still possess. So well. He'll put it on goal, and that trickles wide. Goal kick for Cathedral Prep.
Begging for another tip, but there wasn't one there. You see Tyler Chernak, who's been at least busy over the last few seconds of play. A lot of pressure on his goal.
Ramblers looking to get out of their defensive half. A couple of good touches. Nice play. Lynn up ahead. Good speed towards the end line. The cross in front, and it's knocked down.
Well, it's a very dangerous ball, too. Tremendous job of going down and staying under control by Cathedral Prep and sending that ball to a dangerous spot. Just good team defense. And Springfield Township stops the attack.
Here come the Spartans. Good tackle by Cathedral Prep, their far side. To the middle, a little bit too far. Drapkin comes up with it for Springfield Township. Nice job, and it goes out of bounds. Henry Drapkin kicks it out with Hansel right there.
Drapkin's one of the new starters in this lineup. 7 returners from last year's runner-up in the States for Springfield Township.
Brandon Lynn sends it out wide. Trying to cross into the box. Right back. And that's deflected out. Corner kick for Cathedral Prep.
And both teams just so well coached about what to do when you get the ball wide. Opportunity to try to send the ball in the middle of the field. And if you're not going to be able to get anything out of it, just make sure that you drive it off of somebody, win that set piece. We've seen already this weekend the importance of corners and other set pieces in the state championship games.
Nice job by Jake Caw along that left side. DeSanza takes the corner, low line drive, and it never reaches the goal mouth, and it goes out. It'll be a goal kick for Owen Hastings.
Got a substitution coming in for Springfield Township. Looks like that's going to be Sean Bleeker, the junior, who had very successful run in the playoffs last year for this team as a sophomore. Had a couple big goals in their run towards the championship game. He's really the super sub for this team. He's the first one in off the bench for Coach Meter.
Throw in far side.
Number 17, Sean Bleeker.
Cathedral Prep the takeaway. All the way down, tracked down by Hansel.
Great work from
Nice
Drapkin.
play. Wow, Henry Drapkin deflects it off of Hansel.
You know, and Hansel's so difficult because that little stutter step move he makes. He's driving right side, and all of a sudden he just hesitates and then continues forward. And when he hesitates, the impulse is, hey, he must be cutting back. Instead, he just keeps on going, and Drapkin reads the play perfectly and then is able to play it off of it.
The pace has slowed down a bit. Look out in the stands.
They're still fast, but they're, as far as being able to connect passes, we're starting to see both teams defensively settle in a little bit more, seeing what each team wants to do. Beginning of this game, the first 5 minutes were like a track meet.
Yes, they really were.
Sprint up and down, but I think both teams have now settled in, understanding that maybe that pace isn't going to work for 80 minutes.
Springfield plays it back. Corcoran. Hubley dispossessed Hansel. Hansel up the center, looking for the through ball, and Ruben Cam has to come over and save the day. A little miscommunication.
He underestimated how that ball was played. He thought that he was going to be able to get onto that. Watch the ball. I thought initially this ball was played too far, but Ruben Cam let it get behind him. Very dangerous run being made on the play by Dylan Danch, the senior who had the game-winning assist against Hershey.
Throw in for Cathedral Prep.
And Danch with 18 goals and 19 assists. He's the yin to Noah Hansel's yang.
Certainly a great duo up front for the Ramblers. Collision, no call. Just about midway through this first half. Good touch, and there is a foul on Springfield Township as Andrew DeSanza goes down.
They're going to get Hanashuk on that one. Hanashuk coming forward, won that ball, steps to it, and never actually gets ball, just gets man. A lot of times you'll get a talking to at that point. That didn't happen here, but it is going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity going to be taken here by Andrew DeSanza.
DeSanza has pretty much taken all of Cathedral Prep's set pieces.
They've got a lot of guys set up to the back post.
Going in, bounces, and it goes right to Owen Hastings.
A little push at the end of that play. Kwame Anim-Somuah, I believe, was the guy who was in there with an opportunity. He was trying to clear a little bit of room, may have gotten away with a little bump, but then wasn't able to turn and get to the ball.
Hoopley trying to connect the pass far side to Bates. One more look here at the last corner.
That's number 8. Yep, there's that push. It's one thing to get away with, it's another thing to be able to do something after it. He got away with the push, but he was not able to get to the ball to take that shot.
Hansel to Danch. Danch into the box. He'll turn and fire, and Hastings fields it on the ground. Owen Hastings, first-year keeper. He's been tested. One more look.
He's been tested, very well positioned, though. And that's one of the main things with a first-year keeper that you would really, a first-year high school keeper, that you really want to keep an eye on, as we've got a foul near midfield against Cathedral Prep. But you want to keep an eye on the positioning. Is he in the right spots? And believe me, if Sam Toyega's group continues to test him, they will want to ask those sort of questions of the opposing keeper. And it's something that Hastings will continue to try to have those answers.
Battle here on the near side with Sowell and Anim-Somuah. And I believe we're going to have some substitutions before the throw-in.
3 of them coming in for Springfield Township. I think we've got 1 coming in for Cathedral Prep.
Di Battista, McKittrick back in. Sowell will come out, as will Henry Drapkin.
Actually, there's no subs here for Cathedral Prep, I don't believe.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think we just had 3 for the Spartans. Yeah. So a throw in here upcoming for Springfield Township. Right by the corner.
McKittrick slipped trying to get the ball in.
Right at the 6. Battle for it. Near the end line, near the corner.
It'll be a throw.
It'll be a throw-in.
Get a good look at Jack McKittrick. Number 1 ranked in his class. Potential to be the valedictorian this year. The senior class at Springfield Township. He brings that soccer IQ onto the field as well.
Cathedral Prep trying to clear. Finally gets to the midfield. Hansel can't control. Good play by McKittrick. Riley Martin, we haven't said his name too much here in the first half. He's dispossessed.
Hard to find him. I mean, you know where he is. There's going to be at least 2 black jerseys around him tonight anytime he's around the ball.
Yeah, it looks like Kendall Rodriguez marking him right now, doing a nice job.
Yeah, you have to man mark him. You just have to. I know it's not what a lot of teams are necessarily accustomed to, but Martin's just that good. You've got to know where he is. You have to have somebody really assigned to him to be tracking him everywhere. And that would be Rodriguez's job today.
Throw-in goes to DiBattista. Cleared to the midfield by Cathedral Prep. Ruben Cam sends it back in, 50-50. Got to by Anim-Somuah. Springfield Township continuing to try to attack. Now Anim-Somuah clears it to the midfield. Ramblers, they can get upfield quickly. Oh, from his backside, making the pass was Marino. A lot of pushing and shoving here in the midfield.
Yeah, surprised we didn't get a foul there, but we did not. Great reflexes
that
over
is
that sideline.
Phenomenal reflexes. He had the elbow on the first hit and then a one-handed grab. We've talked about it. These fans, anytime you've had some action their way, they've been ready.
Well aware. Here it is, folks. Watch this. Little shiver. Hey, sign that one up to be your adult league goalkeeper there. That's great reflexes down there on the sideline.
There aren't many times you get to show replays of the fans.
Well,
you see it in baseball.
It's a good
foul
time.
Ball catches.
It's game 8 too.
Oh, look at this ball right towards the goal mouth, and it goes all the way over the end line.
Oh, that's why it's so dangerous. Those long free kicks, you need to, as a person sending the ball in, Hanishuk that time, take a look at this. He looks near post. All we need is a little redirect, and Justin Wang was there, has 7 goals on the season, and very close to being able to redirect that one.
The Spartans continue to put the pressure on. Good challenge there by the Ramblers. It'll be a throw-in for Springfield Township.
James DeSanza, though, is hurt. Bad touch that time from Wang as he had a little bit of room, and DeSanza came in. The freshman was able to go in there and challenge, but because of that, now he's a little bit gimpy. He had a big goal for this team against South Fayette to give them breathing room in that game in the quarterfinals, a game where they won 2-0.
Yeah, the officials stopped the clock here.
And they're recognizing that DeSanza is not ready to go back in now. Let's take a look here. The heavy touch from Wang. In comes the challenge. And at the end of that one, it looked like DeSanza rolled the ankle a little bit on the way by. So hopefully he can walk that one off. Doesn't look good to start, but it's amazing what adrenaline can do at a time like this. There we go. A little bit more of a jog there. I think we'll see him again.
Throw in for Springfield. McKittrick. A good long throw. In front. Deflected. Corner. No. Oh, we had a whistle against Springfield Township.
Had a push inside, trying to get position. They weren't going to allow that to happen. So the kick's going to come from the back, but that's off of a foul, not a goal kick for the Ramblers here.
It will be Chermak to take it.
We've definitely slowed down in terms of the number of chances. We had pretty much 1 a minute at the beginning of this game, but now both teams have settled in. Really, it's hard getting the ball through the midfield against these defenses. They're really putting up a much better defense in that area.
Whistle against Springfield. It will lead to a free kick here for Erie Cathedral Prep. It'll be Brandon Lynn to take this for the Ramblers. Headed back towards the midfield by Springfield Township, but Erie Cathedral Prep with possession. Hansel. The touch. Oh, and that almost squeaks in, but a good job by Hastings to protect the post.
That's why you continue moving, continue moving. He positioned himself well. This was a deflection off of his own player, and there it is. Gets over there. It wasn't going to go in, but it was dangerous.
So Chermak tried to send it away and instead kicked it right into either his player or Springfield Township Spartan.
He hit Justin Wang over there.
Yeah.
And Wang was pressuring. That's why it was not an easy clearance. They couldn't have that ball go all the way back to the box because of some good checking there from Wang.
And you had a long ball that had a chance, and now here's a great through ball into the middle. Hansel, the touch, step, shot over the crossbar. Luke Trokey, after a couple of beautiful passes and a great scoring chance for the Ramblers.
They string passes together so well, and the way that they play really fluently. Here's the opening pass, and just that opening of the ball to the other side. Trokey in rhythm, just couldn't get it down. Had an angle that time. You see that ball just soar right over top of Owen Hastings, the keeper.
One of the better chances for the Ramblers over the last 20 or so minutes. Throw in far side for the Spartans. Marino. Out of bounds will do it all again. Another throw in for Springfield Township. Justin Wang, one of those key subs for head coach Dan Meter. Here's a cross, top of the 18, headed over the end line by Cathedral Prep. It'll be a corner kick for Springfield Township.
Trokey had to be the back line defense that play. He was sliding back, and on the back side, freshman Adam DiBattista was in position to maybe do something. He's over there to take the corner.
DiBattista bends it, back post, headed down, and it goes off the crossbar, and that shot hits the side of the net.
Riley Martin, a couple of opportunities there, first on the header and then on the follow-up shot, and both times Tyler Chernak was able to do just enough to keep it out.
Great ball from DiBattista off the corner.
The second one was not on frame. Chernak was there. And that gets a little bit of a cheer going from the Springfield crowd as the Spartans, maybe their best chance of the night.
Well, you had one about 90 seconds ago for Cathedral Prep that sails over the crossbar. Then this one hits the crossbar.
That's how quick the chances in this game with two teams that like to play with the pedal down. That's how quick they'll come.
Played back by the Spartans. Ruben Cam. Near side McKittrick. Corcoran. Looking for Martin, but a good job by Anim-Somuah back there. Hansel.
Good sliding challenge by Nick Marino to win the ball back. It's a good counterattack opportunity coming up for the Ramblers.
Now it's taken away. The Spartans have it. Wang tracks it down into the corner. He will cross and block down. Goalie down. And he gets back up, and it's sent out to the outside by Cathedral Prep.
Little bobble there, but still not out of danger.
This is sent into the box, headed right into the arms of Tyler Chermak. As Ben Hubley got ahead on it. One more look at this corner about a minute ago.
Martin nods it down. It got deflected, and I think that may have gotten that ball right off the crossbar. Came back out, Martin wide with the shot, and then the next time down, here's Wang sending it in. Little collision between teammates is what caused that one to be a little messy. Still scoreless.
Here's a ball sent into the box, kick, and the Spartans unable to keep it in. That was McKittrick who got a foot on it.
I'm going to say it. You got to sell out on that one. You got to go full bike. He didn't want to go entirely with that one and wasn't able to bend that one back.
Certainly had our share of scoring chances here in this first half.
Yeah, this is going to be a game that continues to have chances. It's just a matter of who's going to blink first. This is one of those games that feels like I think
Number 17.
once you have a goal scored, I think you might have a floodgate of them. It's just a matter of somebody breaking through against a couple of really good goalies first.
Well, we just saw that in the 3A Girls Soccer Championship. Took a little bit to get a goal, and then once we did, we saw quite a few.
Moon's been here, done that, and they did it again.
And that through ball is tracked down by Hubley. Now Marino, Martin, and we are going to have a foul against Cathedral Prep and a direct for Springfield Township.
I'm surprised they didn't play an advantage on that one, though. Look at this. He's getting grabbed, yes, but the ball's played forward onto the foot of Martin. They have something going. The official felt that there wasn't enough control there, so he stopped play at that point. You can always bring it back if you don't like it. I felt that was a little quick.
Hanushak sends it into the box, headed straight up and out. The Spartans still controlling. Hanushak down the near side, trying to get through the Rambler D. Now getting towards the end line, he will cross, gets a deflection, and able to be cleared by Brandon Lynn. Erie Cathedral Prep trying to counter, and Hansel had to wait for it, and because of that, Bleeker was able to grab it for the Spartans.
You had one team making the attack, Springfield Township, and as soon as that ball came the other way, the white jerseys got back quick because they know how quick the Ramblers can hit you with that counterattack.
Throwing upcoming here for Springfield Township, under 7 to play here in half number 1. Springfield Township was here last year, fell to Hershey. So well, the cross, and a good job coming off his line is Tyler Chermak, because you had Riley Martin right there crashing in the center.
Martin was making the run. It was really a surprising cross from Sowell, as he didn't look like he had the best angle. Put a great ball into the box, a dangerous one. And Chernak, if he doesn't come out on that one, that's all Martin in front of the net.
The Spartans have controlled much of the possession here over the last 20 minutes or so. Out of bounds off of Hansel.
Let's take a look once again at this one. It's just a quick left-footed cross. Got great energy on that. Chernak spilled it a little bit. Cleaned up the mess.
Riley Martin trying to get through the Rambler D. Good defense by McDonald. Sends it out of bounds. Throwing upcoming here for McKittrick. And McKittrick lost possession again. And that will trickle over the end line for a goal kick.
Both these teams coming into this game, some real competition. You look at Springfield Township, and Radnor was the team that they really had to deal with. The loss to them in the division, in the District 1 finals, 2-0. And then after beating Ryan and Conrad Weiser in the first 2 rounds of state, there's Radnor again. Fantastic team. Dan Meter said they have guys everywhere. Just they don't have a weakness out there. And they came out, jumped on them, scored a couple goals in the first half. Looked like they were going to coast. And then all of a sudden, a couple goals with about 9 minutes left to go, back to back. Ended up sending that one all the way into penalty kicks, where Owen Hastings was the hero of the day. 2 saves during that penalty kick situation for Hastings.
Good through ball for Springfield Township, but a little bit too far for Hubley. And Chermak ends up with it as Cathedral Prep trying to get a scoring chance. Hansel turns on the Jets. Going to the end line, trying to cross, got the deflection, and he earns the corner.
Yeah, smart play that time. He had a lot of white jerseys around him as he tried to cross that ball. Got a deflection and knew that 1 versus 3 doesn't work as well as an uncontested cross from the corner.
Smart play by Hansel. Set piece opportunity right now for Cathedral Prep. It's Max Johnson to take this one for the Ramblers. Back post, headed out, and we'll do it all again, I believe. Yes, it'll be another corner opposite side for Cathedral Prep.
Yeah, that was Springfield Township was the team that got up there first. In the back of that side, see number 9 getting high in the air, Chase Rubenkamp. Deflecting that out of danger. The danger's not over, though. It just shifts to the other side.
Certainly not, and Max Johnson will take this one again. A little bit of a lower line drive, and sent away by Bleeker.
Second time in this game that Cathedral Prep is going short that where I don't think it's where they wanted to go with that ball that short. And 2 different guys have done it. But they definitely are looking to attack that near post from that right side, or left-sided flag.
Under 3 to play here in half number 1. Battle on the far side. Into the corner. Kept in play. Sowell crosses with the left again. Martin, the shot. Score! Riley Martin, the header off the cross from Caden Sowell. And Springfield Township with a 1-0 lead here late in the first half.
What a fantastic cross from Sowell. The junior second-team All-Leaguer, his 7th assist of the season. And what he did, we saw him send one of those in earlier. This one, he gets directly in front of the box. Riley Martin has nobody on him, marking him. You can't allow the Lafayette recruit to have that happen, because he makes no mistake about it. Goal number 21 on the season for Riley Martin.
Not a whole lot Chermak could have done on that. You see the Springfield Township Spartan crowd who made the trip from Erdenheim. They are pretty happy right now with the 1-0 lead. There with 2.5 to play in this first half. And you know, you saw Caden Sowell, who that's his 7th assist on the year, almost had one early, but that left-footed cross from that far side is a thing of beauty.
Nasty.
Yeah.
It is driven, it is hard, and it is coming at a perfect angle that time. Perfect pass to Martin. Ball kept in. They were able to save it, but that was a place where Cathedral Prep tried to keep the ball in, thought they could make the turn, but Sowell had laid off and was able to get to the ball first. It's that sort of hustle and anticipation that gets the first goal in this championship game.
Cathedral Prep trying to push forward into their attacking third, try and get a quick answer. We know they can score quickly if they put a couple of passes together. That goes into the stands, and it'll be a throw-in for Cathedral Prep. Hansel. A couple of good touches, but good defense by the Spartans. Hanashak. And we're going to have a whistle. This will be a free kick for Springfield Township.
Now, frustration at the end of that one when Trokey had the ball taken away. He ended up finishing off the tackle. Watch at the very end of this one. Yep. That's borderline card because he's not playing the ball there at all. Benefited him that the center referee in the 3-man rotation didn't see that one. The official on this side did and chose not to card him.
Under a minute to play till halftime. And that'll be a whistle against DeSanza. We're seeing the Ramblers get a little handsy here. Maybe a little frustration setting in. Down 1-0 here at the end of the first half.
I think so right now. And at this point, you're just trying to get into halftime as well. A little talking to also to Trokey afterwards. So they were on the headsets talking to each other about it. They choose to manage with words and not cards, which I'm always a fan of.
Far side, maybe one more chance here for the Spartans. Marino surrounded by Ramblers and sent to the midfield by Kwame Anim-Somuah. Quick free kick awarded. Oh, and a save at the buzzer.
It wouldn't have counted
It
because
would not have counted.
Has to go in the net before the whistle, but Harry Bates Made it very close at the end.
Oh, that got interesting, but a goal for Springfield Township by Riley Martin gives the Spartans a 1-0 lead over the Ramblers of Cathedral Prep. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we will recap the first half and get you set for half number 2. Riley Martin puts the Spartans on the board here in this championship game on PCN.
Few things in life are more important than showing up. And whether you show up for your family, friends, or teammates, it doesn't hurt to bring a plate of their favorite beef dish. Together, we bring more. Find your next crowd pleaser at beefitswhatsfordinner.com.
Stadium lights are going out. The bleachers are empty. The reason? No officials. When fans are disrespectful to the calls on the field and those who make them, it is a hard position to fill. Show your support for your PIAA officials by demonstrating respect. Let's all work together so the game is great for everyone.
PCN sets the table for November with the PCN Feast, exclusively on PCN Select. The main course is select Keystone cuisine. Learn more about the turkey with PCN Tours and the Pennsylvania Farm Show. For dessert, an order of shoe fly pie. The PCN Feast Collection for free, only on PCN Select. PCN is everything Pennsylvania.
A PCN Select subscription is more than a single championship. It's a year of Pennsylvania sports. PCN Select is a great value for all seasons. Previous PIAA championships, sports profiles, inside the lines, PA books about Pennsylvania sports, and PCN Sports Classics, all on demand. Check out PCNTV.com for more details. PCN is Pennsylvania sports.
Do you enjoy sports, history and culture, and politics and policy? PCN wants you to be part of our team. We have full and part-time positions waiting for you. For more information, go to pcntv.com/careers. Be a part of PCN. PCN is everything Pennsylvania. For over 25 years, PCN is proud to bring you exciting moments of Pennsylvania sports. From touchdowns to double plays to the butterfly stroke, PCN brings all the action right to you. PCN is a 501c3 nonprofit television network that receives no state or federal funding. Please consider a tax-deductible donation today. PCN is Pennsylvania sports.
Back live at Eagle View Middle School. PCN Select is the best place to watch live sports. Stream the PIAA championships anytime, anywhere. Stream live and watch Pennsylvania sports on demand with your favorite device. Subscribe to PCN Select at PCNTV.com. 1-0 here at the break. Here in the PIAA 3A Boys Soccer Championship alongside Brian Kaiser, I'm Ari Bluestein, and boy, it was an exciting first half, a lot of scoring chances, both sides. We had a couple of crossbar hits right above the crossbar, but in the end, it's the goal by Riley Martin in the 32nd minute to put Springfield up 1-0. As we take a look at the highlights, Brian, a lot of chances early on.
A couple set pieces early on, and we had both teams at end to end. And really, we started just really fast out of the gate. And then things slowed down a little bit in terms of the number of chances, but you see there, deflected shot, and all of a sudden you started seeing a few more of the better chances go to Springfield Township. Here's an opportunity here that they were able to save, but at some point it was the balls that were being sent into the box, kept asking questions. There's one that goes off the bar, and Martin was close in that situation. And here's another cross that comes in that almost got spilled. You're just waiting. At some point, a goal was coming, and this was the precursor across from Sowell that really set up what was the goal in the first half in the 37th minute. Sowell drives the ball in. Riley Martin unmarked in the front. Inexcusable in that situation, and it cost the goal for the Ramblers as Springfield Township takes the lead at halftime right before we get to the halftime whistle. And really, I think this opens things all up here in the second half. Cathedral Prep, they want to play fast. They want to go out there and play loose. They're going to have to here in half number 2.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the first half, Springfield Township really dominated possession, really played well in the midfield. We saw a couple of good runs from Cathedral Prep, but what do you think the Ramblers really need to do to put one on the board? Do you think it's more of the same, create some more opportunities, maybe change the formation? What do you think?
I don't think they need to change the formation. I think the main thing they need to do is find opportunities to get the ball to Dylan Danch and Noah Hansel in space in the second half. Those are the two guys they want to run through, and getting the ball to them maybe a little bit wider, allowing them to create, work off the dribble, and maybe that helps a little bit more. But I think we're in for an exciting second half that may have a few more goals than we had in the first.
I certainly agree, and the Springfield fans, they are happy to be up 1-0 here at the half. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up next, live from Mechanicsburg. You're watching the PIAA 3A Boys Soccer Championship here on PCN.
For 25 years, PCN and the PIAA have partnered to bring you the state high school football championships. 25 years, and the best teams and players from across the state have participated in the PIAA football championships. You can catch a future star on PCN. Join PCN starting on December 7th for 3 days, totaling 6 live games on PCN Select and on cable. PCN is Pennsylvania Sports.
It doesn't matter what part of the state you're from. One thing is certain. Pennsylvania loves sports. On the first Friday of the month, PCN takes you inside the lines at 6:30 p.m. PCN delivers insight from the people who cover sports from every corner of the Commonwealth. From high school to college to professional sports, PCN takes you inside the lines. Learn more at PCNTV.com. PCN brings you the PIAA championships in a variety of sports. From the field to the pool and the court to the track, PCN brings you the best scholastic teams competing on the state's biggest stage from all the best angles. With multiple cameras, instant replay, and professional commentary, we take high school sports and elevate them to new heights. Watch on cable and the PCN app. PCN, proud to bring Pennsylvania sports to you.
The 2023 PIAA Football Championships are live on PCN and PCN Select, starting on December 7th at 1 p.m. and continuing through December 9th. Should be a great weekend for state football championships. We have the PIAA Fall Fest wrapping up here this weekend. Boy, it's been a fun weekend. Great day of volleyball inside the gym here at Cumberland Valley. And our final game of the day here at Eagle View Stadium.
Don't forget about field hockey, too.
Yeah, field hockey, too, yeah.
No, it's been a fun day here, and even got a chance to check out a little bit of the coverage of the other events that were going on. But we've got soccer, and this game promises here in this second half. I think it's going to open up. This game, the proverbial game that needed a goal. You had two teams that just we're waiting for someone to break through, because then the other team has to force a little bit more. You're going to have a little bit more open space. And I think that's the thing to really keep an eye on in the second half. Open space. How open does the field become? Do you have teams that are looking to really just move the ball quickly down the field and just go at breakneck speed? I think that's what the Ramblers are going to look to do here in the second half. And how do the Spartans adjust to that? Should be a lot of fun.
Well, these fans are ready. These lights here at Eagle View Stadium, the LED lights, the music, you can see it kind of flashing on your screen. And the folks here at Cumberland Valley have done a phenomenal job with the entire experience here for the soccer championships.
Couple upgrades on the opposite side. Scoreboard over there is a big addition. You've got the press facility that wasn't here last year that's over there now, as they continue to upgrade with this venue just being fantastic for what we do here with soccer.
All right, we're underway here in the second half. Springfield Township Spartans out of District 1, they are in the white. The Erie Cathedral Prep Ramblers out of District 10, they are in the black. Both teams looking for a solo state title for the first time. And the Spartans continue to put on the pressure. McKittrick, the pass into the box, space, shot knocked down and cleared out by Kwame Anim-Somuah.
Bates started getting a few more opportunities towards the end of the first half. Not done yet.
Hubley plays it back so well. He'll put a shot, it trickles in and handled by Chermak.
And no rebound. That's the key. There were two white jerseys in front of him. Nobody on his own team back there to help out. So that had to be handled cleanly, and it was by Tyler Chernak. Here's that shot. Low bouncer. Those are the ones that really can give a keeper trouble. But behind the ball, got the hands around it. Very well done.
Now the Ramblers trying to reverse fields here and create some scoring chances. They have not had a ton of them, really, since the opening 10 minutes. I mean, you saw the pace that the Ramblers play with, the Hansel phenomenal. You saw that in the first 10 minutes. Since then, other than maybe a chance here or there, like a corner, just not a ton going on.
Luke Trokey had a great opportunity at one point in that first half on a great little ball where the sort of thing that I expect to see out of Cathedral Prep. Pass flowing through the midfield, going down, looking for something opening.
Oh, here we go. Couple of good passes. Opportunity, shot knocked down. That'll be a corner. Really good passes, a couple of good touches. And anytime you can get Hansel a touch, he is a dangerous player. One more look here.
This is Max Johnson who starts that thing off, gets it back from Hansel, and the sophomore takes the shot. He's got 10 goals on the season, 18 assists, and now he'll go over the corner to take this corner kick.
Headed straight up in the air. This header put on frame, but handled by Owen Hastings.
A great job by Hastings. He's the one who gets up. Header opportunity and attempt by Dylan Danch. Here it is, crossed into the box. Ball flicked to the backside. Danch gets up, but an easy one for a well-positioned Owen Hastings. That's the key, too. He's positioned exactly where he needs to be to try to cut that one off.
Throw in far side as Springfield Township moving up the field.
This Cathedral Prep team has been challenged this year because they go out of state. They have to play or choose to play teams in the Erie area. They also go outside to Buffalo area, a little bit in the Cleveland and the Ohio area, and even this year went down to Kentucky around Louisville, from where head coach Toyega played his college ball.
Out of bounds throw in here for Springfield Township.
Now, they've been tested this year in the non-conference for sure.
Cross in front, punched away by Chermak. So well, swing and a miss.
He's been hitting the ball so well with his left. That time, a swing and a miss with the right.
And cleared out by Kwame Anim-Somuah. It was a great throw in by McKittrick. Giving chase here is Bates.
And Bates has that cross punched away, but whew, a lot of air under that one. And with the amount of power he swung with on that one, so well may have blasted that one through the net if he would have gotten hold of it.
Cross in front, gets through, and great play by Chermak to keep it over the end line.
James DeSanza deflected that one. Went the wrong way on him.
Another cross in front, knocked down. Boy, the Spartans continue to put on the pressure.
It's cross after cross after cross. Really a lot of what they started doing when they became a lot more successful in that first half.
50-50 ball here. Martin with the header. He gets it back. Dispossessed. Now he'll send it back, plays it back to McKittrick. Now all the way back over midfield, Rubenkamp. Far side, Drapkin. Drapkin dribbling forward. The deflection, Hubley. Hubley looking for space towards the 18. McKittrick trying to turn and go. Now to the center. Hubley, the back heel touch. And the fire, and coming out to get it off his line is Chermak, as Riley Martin had a chance, but it was blocked down by the Rambler defense.
A lot of passes that time. They just didn't get enough of a clean look. They continue to ask questions here, do the Spartans.
Look at this through ball. Drapkin tracks it down. The cross in front, punched out. And then covering it up is Chermak, Tyler Chermak, making some huge plays.
Hubley taking the shot on that one. We've got the end of that first sequence they had. Hubley with the back heel. Martin turns and fires, and just some good defensive positioning gets in the way there. And this time another block.
Now the Ramblers on a run. Left foot blocked down. Cathedral Prep was calling for a handball. That was Dylan Danch. No such call.
I didn't see one there. I think he was also frustrated he didn't make the shot. We do have a foul in a very dangerous position as they're going to whistle it against Roman Corcoran.
Direct kick opportunity for Erie Cathedral Prep.
There's that earlier punch away, and here's a chance that you saw just not able was Hubley to get enough on that one.
And here's the rush by the Ramblers.
It's Danch taking that shot and getting it blocked. But the opportunity now at the end of this play was with the foul. And now they'll take an opportunity with the free kick from about 30 yards out.
Great chance for the Ramblers. Right into the wall. Getting it back, playing it back outside. Some space. The cross in front, knocked down and cleared out by the Spartans. Rubenkamp with the clear out.
Bodies in passing and shooting lanes, not allowing anything to get through. Great job defensively by the Spartans of just being in position.
Far side. Rodriguez making a move. No, check that. That was Trokey. Now throw in here for Springfield Township. In the midfield, Ramblers trying to get into the attacking third. Looking for Hansel, but sent away by McKittrick. Now this will go all the way and sent out of the box by Hastings. Cathedral Prep with a couple of good chances here over the last few minutes. And McKittrick battling with Hansel. And McKittrick winning that battle with the throw-in.
Take a look at Jack McKittrick. Honorable mention all-league this season as the right back. Tell him to go back where he was. Came a little bit too far forward to throw that one.
Brandon Lynn has it for Cathedral Prep. Good touch. Now into the box. Good defense by the Spartans. Nice challenge. That was Max Johnson in the box for Cathedral Prep.
And we're seeing Johnson and Danch get a little bit more involved here in the second half for Cathedral Prep as we have a handball. Here it is. It's coming to the inside. Ball just deflects up off of the arm of number 14, Michael McDonald.
Ball into the box, headed back out by Cathedral Prep. McDonald has it. Now Hansel with space. Always dangerous, racing down the near side. Met by McKittrick. Good footwork. The cross into the box. The touch. Shot! Deflected. Dan still has it. Trying to find space, can't find anything. Good challenge and a tackle by Springfield Township.
It's Hanashuk who came in there, and now we'll send the ball long.
Ooh,
that
good.
Was dangerous play
That
there.
was dangerous. Good thing that DeSanza was back there. Good to see him back on the pitch, by the way, because Riley Martin, if that got over the head of James DeSanza, that was all Riley Martin.
And here's the foul at the very end of that play on Trokey. You go back down to the other end, you saw a little bit of the individual skill that you're going to see out of Hansel and out of Danch. Possessing the ball, working, trying to find that lane, but it just seems like every time a Cathedral Prep player wants to shoot, there's another white jersey in the way between them and the goal.
Drapkin, who was looking for Martin, got a head on it. Cathedral Prep was trying to counter, but coming up with it is Hanashak, now Sowell. Drapkin. Now back the other way, the Ramblers. Lynn, up ahead. Here comes the counter. Good lead pass. Hansel settles, he's in the box. Trying to get around the defense, can't do it. Another really good play on the back end by the Springfield Township defense. It was Hanushak again.
Hanashak has had a very solid game. We've got a handball called. Nope, actually a foul call. Yeah, no, it's going to be a handball.
Handball on Rodriguez. One more look here at this rush.
On the right foot, tries to get it to the inside, tries to step it back, and a great job by Hanashak. Hanashak able to get right in there, waiting for that cross back over to the left, and it came, and he was ready to step in and tow it away.
And it will be Nick Hanashak who takes this free kick. Good ball into the box, headed out, nicely done, and then Michael McDonald has it. It looked like that was Kwame Anim-Somuah who got a head on it. Now the counter. The through ball up ahead. Can Hansel catch up to it? All the way out is Hastings. Hansel has it, and it trickles in. Goal for the Ramblers of Cathedral Prep. And Hansel sneaks past Hastings, who came out way off his line.
He got caught, and we talked about the fact that Owen Hastings is not a natural keeper. Pointing to himself right now because he got caught in no man's land. It was a cross that was not a strong cross from Dance initially. There's the ball back over by Brandon Lynn. Look at it hanging there. But the keeper had waited because of how far it was going to be out. He got caught in no man's land. One touch from Hansel and then a left foot pass. And we're equalized on the 32nd goal of the season for Noah Hansel.
Oh, and we're going to have a yellow on Noah Hansel. Must have been on the celebration. I don't know.
So.
But that's going to be a big loss for Cathedral Prep as Hansel gets the goal, and he has to come out for 5 minutes.
11th assist of the season for Brandon Lynn.
Let's take a look here. That's right after the goal.
I'm not going to say I haven't seen worse. Technically, you're not allowed to do that. Technically. And now we're having conversations now with everyone on this side. It's our officiating crew trying to figure things out once again. There's a conversation over there between Coach Toyega and the official on that near side, wanting to know what really was the card was on. You're allowed to celebrate, technically.
Right.
You cannot taunt when you're celebrating, and I believe the official decided that was bordering upon that because of how long and how lengthy the celebration was. It's the only thing I can come up with here, Ari.
Well, we've got a 1-1 championship game. We thought this would be pretty even, and the speed of Hansel gets the Ramblers on the board.
And it's the type of play that we've been talking about.
Yep.
Going from one side of the pitch to the other, with just that one pass to the middle, quickly getting that ball switched to the other point of attack. That's where you're going to find some openings and some space, and that's exactly what we saw for Noah Hansel.
In the game for
51st minute.
Number 11, Andrew DeSanza. Number 20, Juan
For
Pablo Dagre.
Noah Hansel, number 32 on the year. And now for Springfield Township, who has pretty much dominated possession here today. They have to bounce back and try and find a way to put another up on the board.
Well, they've been sending cross after cross, and here might be another opportunity.
Oh, but a good job by Anim-Somuah to get to it first, battling with Sowell. And deflected out off of Sowell. It'll be a goal kick for Tyler Chermak and Cathedral Prep.
PIAA championship games are the exclusive property of the PIAA. Television coverage is licensed to PCN, whose exclusive rights are protected by federal copyright law. Any retransmission of any kind or other use of the television coverage of this game without the express written consent of the PIAA is prohibited by law.
Chermak with the goal kick. Low line drive. And that's a bump and a foul on Hanashak.
And this is about that time where a defense then, when they have one of those openings, create a goal against them, you see them maybe step up a little harder, be a little bit more physical, and we saw that from Hanashak there. This is about the area of the field where you want to take that shot right either at the near or the far post. Make sure you guys know where to go, and you have guys rushing onto it to make the keeper have to think about, hey, is this going to be a shot or is it going to be something I have to save on a deflection?
And definitely not on frame.
And that was not one that was going to be a choice that Hastings had to make.
Throw-in upcoming here for Springfield Township. Far side battle. Ramblers trying to create another scoring chance. Towards the corner. Whistles are silent. And that will be a whistle and a foul on Cathedral Prep. That's number 20, Juan Pablo Dogre Millet.
Got the official stopping play here too. Stop the clock for a moment for a reason.
Good effort by Lynn, and I think that's what the fans wanted. And there's the grab on the foul.
No question. It's a foul.
Cathedral Prep in the black jerseys getting an equalizer in the 51st minute.
I don't think either one of these teams is going to lack for confidence, though, in these moments. And each of their star players have been the ones putting the ball in the back of the net so far.
That was Riley Martin in the 32nd minute for Springfield Township right before halftime. Here he is with the ball. He'll play it back. And now Cathedral Prep looking to go back the other way, throw in here for the Ramblers.
Remember, right now we're in that 5-minute time after the goal where Hansel is out after the yellow card for excessive celebration.
Yeah, it looks like he is getting ready to come back on. Substitution here as Bleeker back in. There is Hansel.
With his head coach. And you can rest assured he's going to get some sage advice from the 19-year head coach, Sam Toyega. He's made 11 trips to the States, but this is the first time he's been able to get to the finals.
And that was a huge win for them in the semis over Hershey. We talked about that lost to them last year. Hershey wins the state title.
And what a fantastic job by that team of just continuing to be confident, stay the course, and being patient in that game. Something that a year ago they felt they were the better team in the game and just didn't have things go their way. This year, they still weren't able to break Hershey down until the overtime, and then something finally broke open. Danch, off of a corner, was able to drop the ball back to an on-rushing Noah Hansel, who returns to the game now for Cathedral Prep. That's why they're here.
Throw in for the Ramblers with Hansel now back into the game.
Now in the game for the
We've
Ramblers,
definitely
number
seen
7,
after that
Noah
goal,
Hansel.
Cathedral Prep with a new energy. And now they're looking to get goal number 2. And a little bit too far. It'll be a goal kick for Springfield Township as Luke Trokey unable to control it on that far side.
Springfield Township at this point, you want to see them now get a little bit more possession. I like this idea. Maybe spread the ball out a little bit more in the back. Got to be careful because you're going to get pressured in the middle, but this is how you build the attack and also maybe take a little bit of the momentum away from the Ramblers.
Marino, now the takeaway. Hansel in the middle of the field. Once again, Hanashak with a big challenge and a good tackle.
Yeah, he's done very well on those sort of plays today.
Far side, a couple of good touches. Lead pass, tracking it down though towards the corner and letting it trickle out. Nice job by Kwame Anim-Somuah.
Yeah, the senior center back, 4 goals and 4 assists at that position this season. A guy who's going to be getting looks at the next level. Should be able to make somebody very happy at the collegiate level. He still has some time to work here in this his final game.
Hansel getting past Hanashak, racing in. Putting on the brakes, he will cross at the top of the box. Battle for it, and Hanashak clears it to the far side. As you had Juan Pablo Dogre Millet right there in the center.
Dangerous substitute with 11 goals and 8 assists. The problem there was he was the only guy there in the middle of the field. Everyone else in the Ramblers midfield stayed back on that play. Maybe if one of them had come forward, he would have had somebody to drop the ball off to. Just too many white jerseys in there to try to get a shot off.
Max Johnson back in for Cathedral Prep. He throws it in, far side. Hansel tries to take a shot. It's deflected. Cleared out. No call. And I checked that. That wasn't Hansel. That was Danch.
Regardless, Ramblers continue to have the majority of the possession since the goal.
Yeah, they certainly have. Foul called on Cathedral Prep. It'll be a free kick as Nick Marino went flying. But yeah, absolutely. One more look here.
The flick over the top. Great anticipation from Marino. And the foul whistled against Andrew DeSanza.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, though. I mean, since the goal, it's really been all Cathedral Prep. They have the momentum. Springfield Township, who had dominated possession really for a majority of the first half. In the beginning of the second, they have to try and put some passes together and make their way down the pitch.
And I think that's what it is right now. What they did so effectively in the first half was be able to possess the ball and then get it wide, giving them an opportunity to send a variety of different crosses into the box. We have not seen that here in the second half. It's not that they've been trying to protect the lead. It's definitely not how they've been playing until the time that they no longer had the lead. They were still trying to attack. They just weren't able to do the same thing. Some good adjustments made by Cathedral Prep at the half.
Number 18, Jack McKinnon.
It'll be a throw in far side for Cathedral Prep. Hansel. Far side, Dogre Millet. Sent out of bounds by Springfield Township. I feel like the Spartans are just trying to survive these attacks by the Ramblers.
I think right now they're just trying to survive maybe this time period and try to deflate all of the momentum away. So they're ready to turn on the attack. But you just see the anticipation here in the second half for Cathedral Prep. They've seen these passes in the first half. They didn't step. Now they're stepping to these passes. They're cutting them off, and it's not allowing anything out of the Spartans on the offensive end.
Now the through ball with a chance. It's Wang, Justin Wang. Cross, it was deflected. And Wang is going to let that go over the end line. Corner kick for the Spartans. A much needed set piece opportunity for Springfield Township.
And a great job by Wang. How many times do you see a guy offensively chase that ball down just so they can lose the ball over there on the side? He knows, let's get that corner. Let's get guys up. Here's a great opportunity if we can run one of our set plays. Maybe we can get that go-ahead goal.
So well back in, Ruben Cam out. This is Roman Corcoran. Corcoran, high bender, and a well defended by Erie Cathedral Prep. But Springfield Township still with possession. Now across, back to the box, ahead on it. Riley Martin tried to track it down. That was Hanashak who got ahead on it. Now to the near side. Martin gets past the attempted tackle, and his pass is deflected down. Back out to the midfield for the Spartans.
Best concentration of offense in quite a while for Springfield Township. Not done yet. Still in the offensive third.
Martin trying to turn. In front. Nothing there. Played back out. Hanashak fires it in, and Wang is offsides.
It wouldn't have mattered though he whiffed on it anyways, but he was definitely a few yards offside. And a sigh of relief for the Ramblers after really an intense 45 seconds of offensive action. You see as he had stepped forward, almost kept on by the near side center back. Wang nonetheless offside, and it remains one apiece. With just under 16 to go here in regulation.
Goal kick for Chermak. Some good chances for the Spartans, trying to keep the pressure on. Good effort right here by Bleeker. Tracking it down here near side, Rodriguez for Cathedral Prep, and earns the throw-in.
A little quick on the throw because they needed to make substitutions to Cathedral Prep. Making a couple of them here. Both coaches doing a really nice job of rotating guys in, knowing that this may not just be an 80-minute contest, and they're going to need guys in a game where guys are running up and down the field as hard as they are. They're going to need guys to be as fresh as they can be.
You see Lynn coming off. You saw Trokey and McDonald back in. And Dogray Millette, the other Rambler, going to the bench.
Now in the game.
Here in the midfield,
14,
Max Johnson.
And number 23.
Knocked down by Marino. Marino can't get through. Nice play. Hansel trying to get it. Now here's a chance. Danch knocked down, and that will be a foul.
That's a yellow too.
That's going to be on Hanashak, who is a huge player on the back line for Springfield Township.
I think he didn't feel like he had much of a choice. Danch took a big touch around him, and there was nobody backside to really help out on that play. Hanashak taking one for the team in that regard. He didn't know if there was anyone rushing also that could have been wide open. That was a play where he'll be out of here for 5 minutes, and he'll have to be careful at the center back position from here on out when he goes back in the game.
It'll be Andrew DeSanza to take this direct for Cathedral Prep.
3 goals on the season for the senior, and this would seem to be about that place where you're not really going to chip the ball in. You're going to try to drive it and try to pick out a corner.
The wall set up for the Spartans. Gets it over the wall, bends it, and it's just shy of sneaking in that upper 90. You saw where DeSanza was going, just a little bit high and wide.
Yeah, there was no question. He was taking dead aim on the goal. That did not miss knuckling down and under the bar by much. Take one more look at it here. Very, very good effort.
So Hastings kind of read it all the way, and wow, he reads that one as the Ramblers quickly try and put it on frame. That was Hansel, I believe, on the shot.
It was, and what a quick release from him. They just get the ball, toe the ball to him, look at the quick release, nobody stepping to him. Remember, Hanishuk, who would normally be in the game at that center back position and has been the guy who has challenged many times in this game in that case, was not there to step forward.
Played in, deflected. Now the Ramblers looking to counter. Good job by Henry Drapkin. As it looks now Chase Rubenkamp is your center back for the Spartans. Number 41, Nathan Lewis, a freshman, into the contest, and he's taken down, and it'll be a free kick for Springfield Township. Here's one more look.
Yeah, Lewis getting tracked from behind by Max Johnson, and as soon as that left arm gets out and extends, that was it.
Oh, and there's a ball sent in with Wang crashing. Chermak was able to handle it, but a good ball sent in by Springfield Township.
I think we're seeing the senior keeper get settled in a lot more here in the second half. He's playing very confidently there between the pipes.
Far side. Trokey will play it back. Up ahead. Rubenkamp battling. And that will be a whistle, and that will be a card.
That's definitely a card. Yellow comes out, and now both starting center backs for Springfield Township out of the game. This is the perfect opportunity for the Ramblers. Dylan Danches goes right around, has no opportunity there. Rubenkamp immediately recognizing what he did. This is danger time for sure for Coach Dan Meter's team.
You see Hanishak and Rubenkamp both there on the bench, out of the game for 5 minutes, and this is a really dangerous area right here, right outside the box.
The difference between high school ball and college ball, or even the professional level, is that 5-minute sitting out period. It's in case there's an unsportsmanlike conduct a lot of times, but in these cases with a couple of professional fouls, as we would call them, it's still 5 minutes where you're without key guys on the field at a really important time in the game. About 3 more minutes until Rubenkamp can come back in the game, and then 5 after Hanishak can come back in.
It'll be Max Johnson on the direct, just outside the box. And again, the 2 center backs out of the game for Springfield Township. Towards frame, deflected, and it goes over the crossbar and out of bounds, as it was a great opportunity for the Ramblers, but unable to put it in the back of the net.
They got exactly what they wanted, which is a ball that forces Hastings out. The header by Danch is up and over the top. There's just a little bit less on that play. That ball has an opportunity at the backside of the net.
Cathedral Prep still putting the pressure on. Couple of good touches towards the center. The touch, hands on, it's sent into the air by Marino.
And Marino is one of the guys who's now stepping back at the center back position, normally a midfielder.
Hansel turns on the Jets, the cross, and Marino gets right there, doing what a captain should do, whatever it takes. No foul called there. Springfield Township unable to clear. Getting right back up is DeSanza. DeSanza through traffic, and that'll be a whistle against Cathedral Prep.
And great job by Marino, and recognized by the crowd in front of him. Take a look here. Ball comes away. A step in there and running over top of Marino, although he never actually got the ball in that situation. Could have called obstruction. That could have gone either way in terms of what they would have called there. But they notice with the two center backs out of the game, increased pressure from the Ramblers. They know this is their opportunity.
McDonald did what I didn't think anybody could do, which was a touch pass too far for the speedy Hansel.
A couple quick substitutions into the game. You've got Bates returning. And you also have
Adam DiBattista coming back in.
a couple of frontline subs. The other guy that we have back there, man in center back position right now, is Roman Corcoran, who's back there. They're playing a stopper sweeper sort of thing right now, with Marino being the sweeper.
Riley Martin trying to turn and go, but cleared out by James DeSanza. Caden Sowell, far side. Now Hubley. The touch it goes to Nathan Lewis. Lewis. Nobody home except for Kendall Rodriguez.
They've tried to switch Riley Martin over to the left-hand side. He's been playing a lot of right side, but wasn't getting many touches or opportunities, so they switched him to the left.
Cathedral Prep trying the through ball, but Drapkin gets right into the passing lane. Under 10 to play. They are in regulation. Alongside Brian Kaiser, I'm Ari Bluestein. You've been treated to a good one. Danch has it. Hansel dispossessed, but Cathedral Prep still with it. This is Lynn. Lynn far side. Sowell gets into the passing lane and clears it out.
What a play by Drapkin. 1v1 against the speedy Hansel, and he's the guy who ends up towing that ball away and keeping that from being an opportunity for the Rambler offense.
In the midfield we go.
Right now, if you're Springfield Township, you're desperately looking to find a way to get some sort of a restart in your favor so you can get Hanishuk back in the game.
Noah Hansel. Nice play in again by Henry Drapkin.
Can't sub him back in, though, on a Cathedral Prep throw in. And now they have to wait.
Hanishak ready to go. Ruben Cam not far behind. Both receiving yellows. Now with it is Trokey. And Sowell for Springfield Township. Up ahead, nice little touch from Marino. Sowell with some speed. Dispossessed and sent to the midfield by Cathedral Prep. Corcoran with some space. Plays it out wide. Martin, good challenge. Sowell trying to send it in, deflects off his own player. Hubley, Sowell. Switches, trying with the right foot. Knocked down. Race to the corner, and a good job by Jake Haw to send it out, but that allows, with the throw in for Springfield, there is an injured Rambler down on the field, but that does allow Hanishak to come in.
It's Trokey who's slow to get up now. They're going to sub out anyways, I believe, so now it's an opportunity, some cramps for him. He'll come out, and I believe Ben Johnson and Max Johnson will replace him for Cathedral Prep. As we said, Ruben Cam back in. Hanishak back in the game. Springfield Township at least breathes a big sigh of relief. They got by what was about a 7-minute period of time without either one of their center backs. But now both of them have to be very careful back there. And that can be a dangerous thing against a team that's very good with individual moves. You cannot stab on somebody now in fear of picking up that second yellow.
McKittrick the throw in for Springfield Township. Played back to McKittrick. Racing in, looking across. Did we get a deflection? We did not. goal kick for Chermak.
Careening closer and closer to the end of this regulation period, but it's not lacking for opportunities. You just feel like there's another one just hanging there waiting for someone to make that big play. We've had both of the star players for these teams score so far today. Is there another one out there?
Chermak has to come way out of the box, and he sends it into the sky. Throw in here for the Spartans. Di Battista. Looking for Riley Martin. Turning, going to the end line. Cross in front. Shot! Goal! Harry Bates! Off the cross from Riley Martin, and the Spartans of Springfield Township are back in front.
Second time in this game, Ari, that I've seen in the box Riley Martin with no one marking him. You can't do that even if he doesn't have a chance to shoot the ball. He can beat you with a pass. A sublime cross this time. Watch this. Nobody comes to step to him. A clean turn. Dangerous in the box. And on the backside, a sliding Bates gets in there. In front of Hall on the backside. It's 2-1 Springfield Township.
13th goal of the year for the sophomore, Harry Bates. And now with under 6 to play, the Spartans out of District 1 are back in front.
And now, if you are Cathedral Prep, you have got to press. That means extra guys up. That means whatever you need to do. There is no time to wait and be patient anymore. Position they've been in. Montour was the game where they had to get the late equalizer to get that game to overtime in the first round of the state tournament. Scored that one with about 2.5 minutes left to go. So they have had some successful theatrics at the end of games so far this year.
Well, anytime you have Hansel and Danch up front, here's a connecting pass, and Hansel to Danch, and this will be a corner kick. Just like that, you had a quick scoring chance from those two.
Drapkin, though, has been very good all game long, and he's the guy who steps in and doesn't allow that cross in front of the box.
Corner kick here for the Ramblers. It'll be Max Johnson. Back post. Sent away by Springfield Township.
That was Riley Martin sending the ball out, I believe.
Rodriguez sends it in. McDonald, the header, trying to track down. And he does keep it in bounds, and the slide out of bounds by Marino. It'll be a throw in for Cathedral Prep. That's going to be a bump in the back. And this will set up a direct from outside the box, essentially a short corner kick for Cathedral Prep.
Short corner. They don't stop the clock, so they're going to walk off a quick 10.
That was Ruben Cam, too. And again, he has to be careful.
Don't want to go a man down trying to protect that 1-goal lead.
The direct. Back post. Headed in! Goal! Cathedral Prep, just like that, and we're tying it in.
Fantastic execution. We've seen set pieces be so important all weekend long, and here it is once again. It's on the back post. James DeSanza gets up and elevates and puts it in with his head. Had a goal against South Fayette the same way, and this time the chip into the back of the box. And the center back goes opposite side for the equalizer. Just a great positioning, and there were guys in front of the net. Didn't matter. We're all tied up again.
Boy, well, you said it, Brian. Once that 1 goal was scored, the floodgates have opened.
Just get that feeling sometimes that a game's not going to end 1-0. Not between these two teams. Just too much high-powered offense out there on the floor, on the field.
Springfield Township perhaps looking for a quick answer. Drapkin crosses and maybe a little miscommunication there. As Bleeker unable to track it down, it'll be a throw-in for Cathedral Prep.
But the response was quick and it was efficient. They won a free kick, they win an opportunity like that, and they execute perfectly. With a cross sent to the back post and a beautiful header.
Danch, the through ball. Great job by Drapkin to knock it down. But Lynn comes away with it. He's got space. Gets into the box. The touch. And it will go out. It will be a goal kick for Springfield Township. Boy, these Ramblers get down the field quickly.
This is a fun game to watch. Two teams that they move up and down the field. Trokey that time just check that. That was Johnson, Mac Johnson, who just ran out of room. Good defense at the end of that play from Springfield Township.
The Cathedral Prep fans who made the trip here from Erie starting to get loud. Here's a through ball. Hansel, near side, shadowed by Rubenkamp, goes to the right foot, the shot is knocked down.
Great block by Rubenkamp. Knew he wanted to come back to the right foot and just waited for the appropriate time to raise the leg up and block that shot. Here it is. Once the right foot, waits for the crossover, steps in. Even if he didn't get it, you had Hanashak behind him who probably would have too.
Drapkin through center, was looking to the outside, but Anim-Somuah steps in. Spartans still trying to attack. Anim-Somuah another tackle. Drapkin. And Anim-Somuah, again a good play. Drapkin plays it back with some space. On goal, and that sails high and wide. And a goal kick upcoming for Chermak as the Spartans that close to taking the lead again.
That was Bates again. He's feeling his oats out there, and a fantastic play by Drapkin, just dropping the ball back to him, finding him in a little bit of space and having an opportunity from the side of the box.
Kwame Anim-Somuah will take the kick. Under a minute to go in regulation. Battle in the midfield. Perhaps one more rush for one of these teams. Marino with the takeaway. Here comes Springfield Township. Through ball, up ahead to Martin. Great slide by Anim-Somuah.
That potentially is a game-saving challenge by Anim-Somuah. Had to time it perfectly because he was right around the edge of the box. Couldn't risk a penalty in that situation.
Sowell up ahead, under 10 seconds to go. Now to the midfield. Sent up in the air, and that will do it. 80 minutes, not enough. It's been a phenomenal match. Extra time upcoming here in the PIAA 3A Boys Soccer Championship. Don't go anywhere. Wonderful match here on PCN.
The Pennsylvania Press Club gives key lawmakers and newsmakers a forum to discuss issues of the day with the club's members and guests. The featured speaker at the monthly luncheon answers questions that are collected from the audience and read aloud by the event's MC. The guests include governors past and present and other prominent figures from the world of politics and business. The Honorable Josh Shapiro, Governor of Pennsylvania, live Monday at 12:30 p.m. on PCN. Can't get enough of the Pennsylvania Farm Show? PCN has what you need. With PCN Select, you can relive the excitement of events, find free and exclusive content, or catch something you missed while you were there. With PCN Select, the Pennsylvania Farm Show never ends. Go to PCNTV.com to learn more. PCN is everything Pennsylvania.
For 25 years, PCN and the PIAA have partnered to bring you the state high school football championships. 25 years, and the best teams and players from across the state have participated in the PIAA football championships. You can catch a future star on PCN. Join PCN starting on December 7th for 3 days, totaling 6 live games on PCN Select and on cable. PCN is Pennsylvania Sports.
PCN sets the table for November with the PCN Feast, exclusively on PCN Select. The main course is select Keystone cuisine. Learn more about the turkey with PCN Tours and the Pennsylvania Farm Show. For dessert, an order of shoe fly pie. The PCN Feast collection for free, only on PCN Select. PCN is everything Pennsylvania.
Imagine not being able to see politics and policy. No history and culture. No Pennsylvania sports. What would you miss most? With your generous tax-deductible gift, PCN can continue to bring Pennsylvania to you.
A PCN Select subscription is more than a single championship. It's a year of Pennsylvania sports. PCN Select is a great value for all seasons. Previous PIAA championships, sports profiles, inside the lines, PA books about Pennsylvania sports, and PCN Sports Classics, all on demand. Check out PCNTV.com for more details. PCN is Pennsylvania sports.
Tied at 2 through regulation here in the 3A Boys Soccer Championship alongside Brian Kaiser, Amari Bluestein. What a match this has been. Brian, how did we get here? And we're tied at 2 going into extra time.
I drove. But no, how we got here in this game, this was the opening cross, and it really started everything. Riley Martin left unmarked, tremendous cross from Sowell in the 37th minute. Then in the 51st minute, second half, things started opening up. Little hesitation. Lynn finds Hansel, and that was the equalizer at that point. But in the 75th minute, it looked like it was going to be a championship-winning goal as Martin finds Bates on the backside. That goal looked like it was going to give Springfield Township the win. Back comes Cathedral Prep. Just 2 minutes later, Johnson finds James DeSanza for the header that ties us back up at 2. It was that exact combination that the header goal against South Fayette in a game in the quarterfinals where that was the opening game-winning goal of that one, and now they connect here on a huge goal. Here's the one thing I will say about the result of this game. I don't think we've seen 2 overtime games already this weekend. Because of each of these teams and what happened a year ago, I don't think there's going to be a team that's more gutted than the team that ends up losing this game. There's a lot of hunger out there on the field. You can see it with how these two teams have played. We're going to go extra time, but somebody's going to win and somebody's going to be absolutely crestfallen.
Cathedral Prep knocked out by Hershey in last year's semifinal. Got the revenge on them here in this year's semifinal. Springfield Township lost to Hershey here in Eagleview in the state title game last year. It was their first time in the state final. They're back again. And you're right. I mean, the way these two teams have played out, it's going to be a heartbreaker for whoever gets the silver medals. So we start overtime. As a reminder, it'll be 2 20-minute overtime periods. If no one has scored, we will go to PKs. It is golden goal. Sudden victory. If a ball goes in the back of the net, it is over. We've had 2 of those already this weekend, both yesterday.
And both fantastic executed goals by the teams that ended up winning the state titles in those games. So you hope for some of the same, that somebody creates a fantastic opportunity and wins the championship that way.
This is a cross sent all the way over on the near side. It'll be a throw in for Springfield Township. The Spartans out of District 1, they are in the white. Erie Cathedral Prep out of District 10, they are in the black.
And 2 veteran coaches, Dan Meter in his 24th year on the Springfield Township bench, Sam Toyega He is in his 19th year on the Cathedral Prep bench.
Spartans trying to clear to go to the far side.
Spectators, that at the conclusion of the game, all spectators are prohibited from
Ruben Cam, and a reminder too that you have Ruben Cam and Hanashak who have a yellow, so they have to be careful. You certainly don't want to go down a man in overtime of a championship match.
Unless, and I'm going to say it this way, there's no other recourse.
Right.
That's the one time, and everyone knows it.
Good touch to the outside by Corcoran. Hanashak can't control. We play on. The cross into the box. Looking for Martin was Hubley, but knocked down. A great job by Kwame Anim-Somuah. And as possession is gained by the Ramblers, we will stop play, and it looks like some more cramps.
Cramping up over there on the side.
That is DeSanza, Andrew DeSanza.
Excellent crosser and distributor of the ball. And he's stretching it out right now. This game has had a little bit of everything.
Yes.
You've had both of the star players play pivotal roles in this game. Martin with a goal and an assist for Springfield Township. Hansel with the first equalizer for Cathedral Prep. And then you've had other guys who all season long have contributed those key goals. You've got Bates on one side, you've got DeSanza on the other side. Execution of set plays when necessary. It was it's been a very entertaining game so far, and a very well played game by both teams.
And DeSanza, as you saw, will have to come out. Just unable to get past those cramps in the calves. So Hawk comes back in. He had been out to start overtime. We play on, a little bit of contact, and Springfield Township moving now right to left. Cathedral Prep moving left to right. There's Riley Martin, a goal and an assist, and he has come as advertised tonight.
And the two times that he has been open in the box in this game, he has made Cathedral Prep pay both times.
Spartans pressing forward here near side. Sowell keeps it in. Martin with some space. In front, the cross in front, and it goes wide!
Bates again with an opportunity in the left foot, just unkind to him. Great job by Martin using his body to turn. Watch how he turns on Anim-Somuah and then gets around to the inside. Could have taken the shot, but unselfishly sees an oncoming Bates who just misses to the wide side.
Good pass, and just defended enough. It was Rodriguez who slid over, and now here comes the speedy Hansel, far side. Crosses in front into the box. And Ruben Cam sends it out. Good defense as well by Henry Drapkin, the sophomore, who has really played well on the back line for Springfield Township.
Yeah, he's had a fantastic game. It always seems like every time you look up and something's being disrupted in the back as Springfield Township puts on an attack, it's Drapkin who is back there, who is taking care of it.
McDonald to James DeSanza. Now here's Jake Hall. Hall plays it in front. Nice defense, Hanashak, but not out of the woods yet. This is Lynn. He fires, and it sails wide. Nice work by Brandon Lynn.
Here he is stepping in. Sees that there's a slight opportunity. Nothing else is set up for him. Why not take a shot from distance and see if you can get the championship winner?
Cathedral Prep still controlling here. By the way, Dugray Millette back in for the Ramblers. Nice play by Hall. Nice touch, Hansel. Oh, and Dance just lost possession. That had the makings of a good run by Cathedral Prep.
It did, but they don't get anything out of it to Springfield Township yet. They did not have numbers up to help out.
Hansel. Taken down.
That's a foul.
And that is a foul. It will be a direct.
Yeah, he tried to step through the double team. And somebody got a piece of the ankle. Marino probably. Had two guys. Yep, there it is. Did not get ball. Not really much of an argument there to be had.
It'll be Max Johnson to take it. He took the free kick that led to the second goal and the equalizer at the end of regulation, and that's why we're here now in the first overtime.
Watch the back post here and trying to go opposite side, trying to go back across the goal if they can get it.
That's exactly where Johnson goes. Into the box, couple of feet on it, and it trickles over the end line. It will be a corner kick.
Nervy touches in the box. As a defensive player, you don't want to get called for a handball, but you've got to get anything you can on it to try to get that ball out. Very dangerous. Nobody getting a clean touch. A couple of kicks at it, and finally cleared away by Hanashak.
So Max Johnson shifts over to the corner.
It was a corner that did it against Hershey in the semifinals. Can they execute again here?
Johnson bends it in, headed back, and it'll go here to the near side and out of bounds, and it will be a throw-in for Cathedral Prep.
No question. They are playing to win this game. They are attacking. Here, sending bodies in the box. And again, ball knocked and knotted out.
Ruben Cam taken down, foul called. Foul against Stogray Millette.
And a brief respite and a needed one here for Springfield Township. Comes from behind on that play, and can they get any possession here to sort of slow things down?
And the Ramblers trying to reverse. Danch plays it out wide. Nice job by Sowell on the challenge. Sowell gets it back off the touch from Corcoran. Through a couple defenders. Looking for Martin, near side. Martin settles it. Now towards the end line with the left foot, the cross, and that sails very high and will go all the way out. And a throw in here for Cathedral Prep.
A little too much adrenaline that time from Riley Martin. Eyes got big once he got to the end line. Sent it way too far out. But this is a dangerous place to throw the ball in. This is where every coach tries to get his team. Hey, keep them in there. Lock them in. Play tough. Win that ball, because if you win a throw in this area, you're immediately in the offensive third with a chance to attack.
Andrew DeSanza got the cramp worked out. He's back onto the field for the Ramblers of Erie Cathedral Prep. Throw in, Springfield Township has it. Goal kick as it goes out of bounds off of the foot of Hanashak.
The effort that time from Jack McKittrick. Right back all the way up there, pressuring in that situation.
Springfield Township trying to possess. Here's Erie Cathedral Prep now with it in the midfield, and contact made from the official. And we'll stop play.
His touch was not clean. So because of that, they're going to play drop ball.
And again, a good play by Drapkin on the back line for Springfield Township. All the way back into Drapkin. Ruben Camp can't quite clear. Hansel. Met by a couple of defenders, and a good play by Drapkin. It's a deflected off of the foot of Hansel.
Henry Drapkin once again is there. No reason to give Hansel any sort of room to try to get around you there. Step right in, use the sideline as your friend, and tow the ball off of him as he's standing out of bounds.
Sowell and Corcoran out for Springfield Township. Bleeker and Lewis return.
Tough thing coaching-wise here in these overtimes is you have to consider that these guys have gone as long as they have in the game but you don't want to be missing those key guys at the key times of the game. So recognizing when a guy needs a break or when's the right time to give that break, very difficult thing to gauge.
Hanashak clears it to the midfield. Bates giving chase, but getting to it first. Nicely done was James DeSanza. Marino with it for the Spartans. We'll play it back to Drapkin. Drapkin the touch. Marino. Foul called against Andrew DeSanza, and it'll be a direct right around midfield for Springfield Township.
Yeah, just a little bit. I wasn't sure if he completely got him at all, but really the last moment, the right foot reached in and clipped just enough of Marino to make him trip over top of the ball.
So Hanashak will take this for the Spartans.
He's got the leg to get that there. Again, you can go near post, far post, but you got to have runners.
Right down the middle, punched into the air, and then kicked and punched out by Chermak.
And they making no mistake about it right now, being safe to punch that ball away. Did not want to try to catch that ball in traffic. The initial one, a lot of bodies around him, was falling backwards. Probably did the right thing in that situation to punch the first one away.
Long throw in into the box, and it's sent over the end line by Rodriguez.
Now the
and
set
that'll
piece.
Be a corner, yes.
Now a set piece for Springfield Township. We already saw a couple at the other end in this overtime. And now an opportunity for Hubley. And a goal against Radnor in the last game. He provided an assist here.
Low bender. Still in the box. A lot of touches, and it's finally sent away by Cathedral Prep.
That ball's on the ground for way too much time in the box for any coach whose team is defending in that situation. That ball is there around a couple of bodies. Nobody able to get a clean touch at it. There's a block inside.
Look out! Danch on the run, beats Ruben Cam and deflected out, and it will be a corner. Just like that, Danch turns on the Jets, and Ruben Cam saves the day for now.
And that's how quickly Cathedral Prep can strike. They send the long ball up. There it is, 1v1. Ruben Cam having to run from the middle after a great run from Danch. And notice what he did. He got even with him, which was imperative there. Otherwise, he's going to take him down from behind, get called for the foul. Instead, it's a clean play. Still presents a corner kick opportunity for the Ramblers.
Max Johnson will take it. Bends it in. Headed out by Riley Martin of Springfield Township, but Cathedral Prep still in the attacking third. Drapkin again, always around the ball here tonight. Marino off the side of the foot. Cathedral Prep looking for that lead pass for Lynn, but Hanashak got in the way and it goes out of bounds. By the way, Ruben Cam made the play. I don't know if we caught it on camera. A little hand slap between Hansel and Ruben Cam. Great sportsmanship. Hansel recognizing that was a great play by Ruben Cam.
Yeah, recognizing that that saved a championship, at least for the moment.
Handball called, I believe, on Drapkin. A rare mistake for Henry Drapkin.
Got the, nope, definitely extended that arm. I would say that was one where it was pretty clear. And this is definitely a place where danger can happen. And Johnson on the season has 10 goals, but it's his assist. That one in regulation gives him 19 on the season. Best guy they probably have on the ball in this situation.
Johnson, backside post. And that will trickle out. It will be a throw-in for Cathedral Prep.
And the throw-in allows Cathedral Prep to, their center backs will shift back. He had them forward because of the free kick opportunity. Doesn't mean the danger's over here right now for Springfield Township.
Certainly not. Battle in the corner. Somehow still stays in play. And now we will have a whistle and a foul called on the Ramblers.
Yeah, they end up getting DeSanza. He's still struggling a little bit with that calf.
You can see, still trying to fight it. Let's take a look here. Hanashak.
Yeah, push him in the back.
Yep. So now Springfield Township trying to reverse fields. We're under 5 to go here in the first overtime. And if time expires, we will go to another 20-minute overtime period. Spread out wide it goes, Bleeker. The cross to the 18. Bates gets a touch, a turn, fires, and it deflects, and it will be a corner for the Spartans.
Kendall Rodriguez never gave up on that play. He was able to stick with the turn. Watch this cross. Rodriguez, the defender, gets beat on the turn initially and recovers late with the left foot.
Sowell back in. Bates getting a break. Dogray Millette back in for Cathedral Prep. Corner kick for Springfield Township. Low line drive. Great play by Anim-Somuah. Sent back into the box. It goes over the end line, and it will be another corner kick for Springfield Township.
We don't have a goal yet in the overtime, but it has not been for lack of chances on both sides. Both teams creating opportunities as they have the entire game.
It'll be Hubley again to take it. Low line drive, looking for Sowell and cleared out by Kwame Anim-Somuah.
I think Sowell was sort of caught off guard that time. That's a place where on that near post run you want to just try to get a flick, redirect in some way, but you never really got a move towards that ball.
Ruben Cam sent it in. Battle at the end line, it will be a goal kick.
Corcoran tried to run that down. Check that. Is that Corcoran? No, that's
Bleeker.
Yeah, Sean Bleeker making that run. Fresh legs coming in off the bench and couldn't quite get there in front of James DeSanza.
Anim-Somuah low line drive and then deflected by Lynn to the midfield. Gets past a couple of Spartans before it's sent into the air by Hanashak. Hubler. Now played back to midfield. Hanashak. The touch, and it's deflected. Here comes Hansel. 1v1 with Ruben Cam. Shot! Save! Owen Hastings keeps this game going with a diving save.
And credit the defense as well. They allowed the shot, but they allowed one where the keeper could read exactly where it was coming from. Ruben Cam with the trailer Drapkin forcing that shot over to the left side.
Hanashak, the long ball for Martin, and the collision in the box as Chermak came off his line to handle it. Foul called against Martin.
Looks like he's going to be okay. Let's take a look. Here's Hansel over that side. Notice not allowing them to turn back, knowing that the left-footed shot is coming, but Hastings still had to make that sprawling save to the side. A great job by the junior netminder.
Martin takes a chance there. And Chermak came off his line back-to-back. Very nice plays from the keeper.
End-to-end action. It has been all game. Two teams that just continue relentlessly upon the opposing team's goal. Somebody's going to get one in.
Under a minute to go here in the first overtime. And Springfield Township, that through ball, but Kwame Anim-Somuah right there. Hanashak plays it out wide, far side. McKittrick. Out of bounds, throw in upcoming for Springfield Township.
And if you're Springfield Township here, you want to try to make sure that you have the one and only opportunity here at the end of this overtime. But they misplay that one, and now the same can be said about Cathedral Prep. Can they get it down the field quickly?
And I think they are content taking this to the second overtime period.
I would be right now. I think everyone needs to catch their breath.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
100 minutes in the books. We remain tied here in the 2023 PIAA 3A Boys Soccer Championship. Put another 20 on the clock as we wrap up this soccer weekend here in Mechanicsburg. We'll be back on PCN.
One of PCN's longest-running original programs is PA Books, a one-on-one conversation with authors about Pennsylvania's past, its people, and its contributions. During the Candid Chat, you'll get a preview of their book and discover their reasons to bring the story to life. Watch PA Books weekdays at 8 a.m. and Sundays at 7 p.m. PCN, proud to bring Pennsylvania history and culture to you.
Second overtime upcoming here in the 3A Boys Soccer Championship. Alongside Brian Kaiser, I'm Ari Bluestein, and for an overtime period without any goals, that felt rather exhausting. And like you said, both teams need to catch their breath. We needed to catch our breath, partner.
My friend, yesterday we had 2 double overtime games. I got done yesterday. I was exhausted. This game itself, I don't know what went wrong in the single A game earlier that we didn't have a double overtime, but we didn't. We ended that one in regulation, but we're right back here again. Double overtime between 2 fantastic teams who have had chance after chance, and the opposing team, except for the 2 that each side was allowed to get through, they have been up to the task, and in that entire overtime period, they just kept asking questions, and they got answered by the opposing team's defense. No one wants to make that mistake. It's going to cost you a championship, but you just got to figure right now. And when the first overtime happens, a lot of times that's when somebody, you either execute a play, you do something where something breaks down someplace. When you get to the second overtime, it's your stars. So you're looking Cathedral Prep, you're looking for Hansel, you're looking for Danch. For Springfield Township, you're looking for Martin, and I think right now how this game is gone, you're looking for Bates.
Yes.
Those are the guys right now that you have to be trying to find opportunities, give them a strike on the ball, see if they can put one in the back of the net so you don't have to go to the cruelest way to end a game, and that being PKs.
But we haven't had to go there yet, and it hasn't been very often that we've had to go there.
Once. It's been 1 time total that we've ever had to go to PKs. That was 2 years ago in the AA final between Quaker Valley and Lewisburg. We've got 20 minutes to make sure that we don't do that again.
So here we go, starting the second overtime. Hansel with some speed, getting around Drapkin. Hansel into the box, sent in, and a save by Owen Hastings. And right off the bat, we saw that to open the game.
Sure.
Hansel with the quick run.
Quick run, but again, watch the defense. It has been Drapkin all game long, number 47, doing a great job of just staying on him and forced him to that outside, giving only 1 angle. You knew he was going to take the shot, but Hastings had an easy recovery to try to cut that one off. The angle was easy on that play because of the good defense.
There is Drapkin, who's played a phenomenal match. Throw-in goes to Martin. Trying to lead Bates, but deflected, and Cathedral Prep sends it up to the midfield, stays in play. Now the Ramblers with numbers. Danch with some pace. The through ball in front, shot wide! Hansel had a beautiful chance, and it sails wide. wide.
Look at the beautiful touch on this ball from Danch. The run around, the right-footed shot, and just goes asking of the far corner. Could not get it inside the post, but immediately the first 2 minutes of this second overtime have belonged to Cathedral Prep.
Springfield Township does clear it. Bates talking to the official, asking for some help, but one more look here at this last chance.
The touch on this ball, great positioning by our official, being in exactly the right spot, and you're that close away from ending this one and bringing a championship back to Erie.
Kwame Anim-Somuah will take this free kick. It was actually a foul called against Bates. Sent out of bounds by McKittrick, so this will be a throw-in for Cathedral Prep.
Tried his best amateur lawyering, but the official on this side would have none of it.
Danch turns on the Jets. And a foul is called.
Yeah, it played advantage there initially, but it was clear as soon as Danch turned, he was not going to be able to send an accurate pass. So now, the same position on the field where we've seen teams be so dangerous so far, and Max Johnson is the one who will send the ball long and put it into an area that will really force Owen Hastings into that no man's land decision time.
Johnson on the free kick. And a little bit too far for Danch, who was crouching near side post.
He's looking near side, but that's a ball you want to keep at least somewhat on frame. Never got the opportunity. I think he overhit that one a little bit too much.
Ruben Cam takes the goal kick. Headed back by Martin. Bates has some space. Here come the Spartans. Bates out wide, taken down, and it will be, is that a goal kick?
Yeah, it's a goal kick.
Yes.
You're not getting that call in double overtime.
Of a championship game.
No, I would say that there is a slight chance that you might get a lesser official about the 5-minute mark of the first half to consider this. But no.
Yeah, not enough there. I would agree.
I'm not even thinking VAR would have a question about that one. Thank the Lord we don't have that here in high school soccer.
And
what
some
it does,
cramping up though.
Yeah, the cramping up and going to the ground is going to cost a player for Cathedral Prep. Is right now we've got both teams who have put so much energy, so much effort. So now you're seeing the cramps come. And this is the concern going forward. We've got 16:05 left to go. And we're careening towards that nasty word that we don't like to talk about. But the coaches also have to think, too, which of my guys, leg-wise, are going to be fit enough to be able to take a solid kick at the end of the game if we need it. We talked to Coach Meter of Springfield Township. He was talking about last year's championship against Hershey, and we asked him about last year's game, and he, what was going through your mind at the end of that game when Hershey scored late? And the answer was, I was already thinking about what order to put my penalty kickers in, because it didn't seem like we were going to be able to score, and it definitely didn't seem like they were. And all of a sudden they hit a big counterattack, and that's how quick it can happen.
We'll see if we can get a goal here in the second overtime in regular play. But certainly as we get under 10, that would be something to think about. Springfield Township, good ball on the far side. So well. We've seen the good crosses earlier. Goes to the top of the box and headed back and cleared out by Cathedral Prep. Hansel with the turn. The touch to Danch, but a little bit too far.
He just uses, Hansel does his body so well to hold up the ball. And that time, just a split second away from being able to hit Danch.
Hubley far side, so well. His pass is deflected. And Anim-Somuah to the midfield it goes. Cameron Dunbar some fresh legs on the pitch. Hansel, 1v1 with Ruben Cam. We've seen this before. Shot and the save, rebound, score! Cathedral Prep with the championship-winning goal, and District 10 takes home gold.
Believe that is Dylan Danch, who removed the shirt as soon as he scored that goal. It's a rebound on the backside. Tremendous job, and they find Hansel again, creating something, making something happen. He gets just enough to get to his right foot, sneaks it by the block, and when that happens, the only thing Hastings can do is knock that ball wide, but right into the oncoming Dylan Danch, who scores the championship goal.
The Ramblers, champions here in the 3A classification. One more look at the championship goal.
Here it is, all game long. It's been this 1v1 opportunity and ability. Hansel takes a shot, ball's on the back porch, and it's knocked in by Dylan Danch. 19th goal of the season, never a bigger one for the senior.
Heartbreak again for Springfield Township as Dylan Danch gives the Ramblers the victory. And we will take a timeout. And when we come back, we will put a bow on this one. It has been a classic. The Ramblers over the Spartans to win gold. We'll be back to wrap it up here on PCN.
Because. 2 syllables, 7 letters, so much meaning. Because is an explanation, an answer to the question why. It connects where we've been to where we're going. And at Highmark, the road ahead is altogether new. We are reinventing healthcare because it can be simpler, smoother, because it can do more. Get ready for healthcare that goes beyond care. Because life. Highmark, Blue Shield.
Student athletes in high-impact sports are at high risk for severe injury and more likely to be prescribed painkillers. One in 15 people who use prescription painkillers will try heroin within 10 years.
Tired of unbalanced views and networks pushing their own angles? PCN brings it to you straight. We don't edit what was said to fit a point of view. We bring you the entire event. No slant, no editing, the whole story. A complete view without the angle. Watch PCN on cable and on the PCN app. Stream politics and policy on your favorite device for free.
Pennsylvania manufacturers create the products America wants and needs. Discover how they get made with PCN Tours. Each episode is led by an employee of the company to give you a personal tour and a one-on-one experience of making the products that are used every day. PCN Tours highlights how things are made in PA. Get a block of this unique and exciting program that highlights the great places to work in the Keystone State. PCN is Pennsylvania History and Culture. PCN is Pennsylvania History and Culture. From the founding of our nation to the struggle for freedom and equality. Listen to the words of authors as they discuss Pennsylvania and the people, places, and events that relate to the Commonwealth. Celebrate our diversity. Embrace the past as we look to the future. And be a part of building our nation. PCN is Pennsylvania History and Culture.
It's that time of year again when footballs and pumpkin spice fill the air, and Thanksgiving is right around the corner. Give your friends and family the feast of Pennsylvania with a donation to PCN. You'll be supporting programming bringing you the best in Pennsylvania sports, history and culture, and politics and policy. Go to PCNTV.com to support PCN.
There are the gold medals, and they will be awarded to the Cathedral Prep Ramblers, the first outright championship in boys soccer for Erie Cathedral Prep and for District 10.
Yeah, and congratulations to Cathedral Prep. And in the same breath, you just feel completely heartbroken for a Springfield Township team that last year lost in overtime here. This year loses in double overtime here. It is just a cruel way for your season to end. The problem that you have is you only have one champion. And Springfield Township did everything for 2 straight years to give themselves that opportunity. And just at the very end, it gets taken away from them by excellent execution on a break from the other team. This time, Noah Hansel with an opportunity, takes a shot, and he gets the crumbs cleaned up and sent into the back of the net by Dylan Dance.
And Noah Hansel will be our player of the game, sponsored by Lebanon Valley College. And Hansel, he had the first goal.
And here it is. And this is just the play where keeper got caught in no man's land. Hansel with a quick touch. His pace was the impact all game long on the left side, on the right side, but here again on his favored left side. Gets just enough of a crease. That ball gets saved away, but sent right back into the back of the net for Dylan Danch and the championship goal. Cathedral Prep, your winner, and Noah Hansel, your Lebanon Valley College player of the game.
Lebanon Valley College listed number 1 in Pennsylvania for job placement. Lebanon Valley College. And, you can give 1A and 1B. It's Noah Hansel, but Dylan Danch played phenomenal. But also, you had a lot of really good play on both sides of the field here.
Fantastic game.
Really just a fantastic game. We were talking about this. We called all 4 boys soccer games. There hasn't been a year in the last several that I've been here that we've had 4 phenomenal championship matches.
I've been here for the last, I think, 13 or 14 of them here on PCN, and this is the best competition of 4 boys games that I can remember. Just fantastic action. Teams that really, we looked at the numbers coming in where you had a lot of teams that didn't win their district title, and I think in some ways that makes teams that little bit more hungry coming in because they don't have a championship yet. They haven't won their own district, but they have a chance now to win state gold. And you saw, once again, teams really going after it. Cathedral Prep, they won District 10. They have 2 gold medals now on the year with both the district title and now the state title. But both these teams, hats off to them. What an effort from both these squads, and 2 teams that very deserving of all the accolades they're going to get.
All right, let's turn it over to our public address announcer for our medal and trophy presentations.
Would head coach Dan Meter please present the medals to his team? Number 7, Nicholas Marino. Number 10, Riley Martin. Number 18, Jack McKittrick. Number 16, Nick Hanishek. Number 52, Owen Hastings. Number 14, Ben Hubley. Number 9, Chase Rubencam. Number 4, Caden Sowell. Number 6, Justin Wang. Number 15, Harry Bates. Number 12, Roman Corcoran. Number 47, Henry Drapkin. Number 33, Adam DiBattista. Number 8, Brian Garbarini. Number 17, Sean Bleeker. Number 51, Daniel Bailey. Number 42, Ryan Lewis. Number 2, Ivan Luna. Number 20, Ezra Parks. Number 19, Tim Shugsta. Number 22, Charlie Fitzpatrick. Number 3, Nathan Gazzara. 00, Matthew Hay. Number 13, Jake Gibson. Number 5, William McLaughlin. Number 36, Paul Silvius. Number 41, Nathan Lewis. And number 45, Brendan Noonan. At this time, we would ask a representative from Springfield Township to come forward and accept the 2023 PIAA Class 3A Boys Soccer Runner-Up Trophy. Now, let's meet our championship team from Cathedral Prep. We would ask head coach Sam Toyega to present the medals. Zero, Tyler Chermak. Number 1, Lucas Isbicki. Number 2, Reed Catrabone. Number 4, Jack Louie. Number 5, Evan Sipple. Number 6, Ethan Kane. Number 7, Noah Hansel. Number 8, Kwame Anim-Somuah. Number 9, Jordan Moy. Number 10, Dylan Danch. Number 11, Andrew DeSanza. Number 13, Jake Haw. Number 14, Michael McDonald. Number 15, Logan Sowers. Number 16, Max Johnson. Number 17, Brandon Lynn. Number 18, James DeSanza. Number 19, Declan Tui. Number 20, Juan Pablo Dagre Malay. Number 22, Cameron Dunbar. Number 23, Luke Trokey. Number 24, Anwar Elias. Number 27, Kendall Rodriguez. Number 32, Drew Johnson. Number 34, Andrew Spitzer. Number 36, Halim Leggett. And number 38, Colin McCormick. At this time, we would ask representatives Luke Trokey, Andrew DeSanza, and Kwame Anim-Somuah to come forward and accept the 2023 PIAA Class 3A Boys Soccer Championship Trophy. Congratulations, Cathedral Prep.
The Ramblers of Cathedral Prep out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Your 2023 PIAA 3A Boys Soccer Champions. First ever solo title for District 10 and Cathedral Prep. A special moment for not only this program and this school, but also this district.
Sam Toyega said to us, their head coach, before the game, they've had championships in other sports, in football, their legendary basketball. This is an opportunity for this team to put boys soccer on the map for Cathedral Prep. They've done that with a special win today. Big thank you to our crew, to the camera work that has been done all weekend. Fantastic job. You guys told the story for us better than even we could. And what a weekend of soccer.
It really was. For my partner, Brian Kaiser, I'm Ari Bluestein. Congratulations to Springfield Township and Cathedral Prep on phenomenal seasons. This has been PIAA Boys Soccer here on PCN. Have a great night.
PCN and the PIAA, bringing the best of high school athletic championships to you. PCN and the PIAA are Pennsylvania sports.
For over 25 years, PCN is proud to bring you exciting moments of Pennsylvania sports. From touchdowns to double plays to the butterfly stroke, PCN brings all the action right to you. PCN is a 501c3 nonprofit television network that receives no state or federal funding. Please consider a tax-deductible donation today. PCN is Pennsylvania sports.